point. If the company is seemingly at an inflection point and they're buying, that could be an indication of something that's unfolding. All right, so number 4, ownership. Generally, higher insider ownership is better. I like to see at least 20%. That's not a strict rule. None of these are strict rules or anything. I invest in companies that aren't leveraged, that don't have insider buying, that don't have insiders above 20%. I like to see at least 20% if possible. But it's not always a good thing. Sometimes you'll check out a company where it's like owned by a family, there's dual classes, they're entrenched. And that can be a thing to look out for. Sometimes it's a good thing. I've come across a couple of companies where it's been well run. The company has clearly been well run and historically successful and profitable. And I like to see it. But it's just something to keep your eye out for. And then insiders aside, I like when respectable like value shops and activist investors, when they own the stock and when they're actively buying. I like company in that regard. If I respect their approach, if I find there's a lot of overlap with the types of stocks we invest in, then I like to see that, right? Because we still might be ultimately wrong, right? That happens all the time. But all else equal, I like to see them investing alongside me. And similarly, I like when knowledgeable analysts on Seeking Alpha and Twitter, I like when they share my views. Now, not all the articles and everything out there are good. I won't get into it here. It's probably worth a separate video talking about all the social media research and analysis that's available to people. But I'll just say there's definitely some knowledgeable folks out there who will write articles, or especially you got to check out the comments too, because some of them probably just don't feel like writing an article, right? I mean, I don't feel like writing an article. I'm too busy performing research. Sometimes they do write articles though, and so but a lot of them will comment. And when you ever come across somebody who seems knowledgeable, if they've written a good article, or if they've made even an insightful comment, sometimes all it takes is 1 or 2 insightful comments, and I can